Naomba tubaki tukiwa tumesimama hivyo kwa kipindi cha kula kiapo kitakachoongozwa na Meja Imam Bashiri Mtondo, Meja Father David Chebi na Meja Reverend Charles Okapesi.
Kiapo cha utii. Mimi sasa naapa mbele ya Mwenyezi Mungu kwamba nitakuwa mwaminifu na mtiifu kwa Rais, Amiri Jeshi Mkuu na Jamhuri ya Kenya na Katiba ya Kenya. Nitamtumikia Rais kwa uaminifu kama askari wa majeshi yote ya Kenya. Nitatii sheria zote na amri zote na masharti na maelezo na mashauri yote ya Jamhuri ya Kenya. Nitafanya kazi zote za askari wa majeshi yote ya Jamhuri ya Kenya kulingana na sheria, bila uoga, upendeleo, shauku ama chuki. Mungu unisaidie.
Asanteni, kwa heshima tunaweza kuketi tafadhali. Mheshimiwa Rais hivi sasa kitafuata kipindi cha kuweza kuwazawidi au kuwatuza wale waliofanya bora zaidi wakati wa mafunzo yao, kipindi kitakachoongozwa na mkuu wa chuo hiki Brigedia Maroa Gati akisaidiana na Captain Hilda Amwai na Warrant Officer 1 Ngugi.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, the Cabinet Secretary for Defense, Chief of Defense Forces, Governors Uasin, Gishu, and Elgeyo Marakwet counties, Vice Chief of Defense Forces, Chief Administrative Secretary for Defense, Principal Secretary of Defense, Service Commanders, Honorable Members of Parliament, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, the recruits on parade today have completed their basic military training for 8 months in this institution. The training they underwent was to transform them from civilians to military soldiers. During the rigorous training, they were tested, evaluated, and assessed in various military disciplines, in groups and individuals. The ones before you are those who excelled. Your Excellency, may I humbly request you to present awards to them, Your Excellency.
Winners of awards. The Best Division All Round, Chui Division, commanded by Major S.M. Maina. The best company all round, E Company, commanded by Captain P.M. Ngatia. The best platoon all round, number 10 platoon, commanded by number 71834, Sergeant Georgina Wakesho. The best section all round, number 1 section, number 37 platoon, commanded by number 109785, Koplo Nixon Boyo. The best recruit all round, number 157704, recruit Gabriel Kipanga, Kenya Army. The second best recruit all round, number 155997, recruit Lawrence Mutua, Kenya Army. The best female recruit all round, number 137371, recruit Miriam Cherono, Kenya Navy. The best recruit in combat marksmanship, number 156156, recruit Brian Jeru, Kenya Army.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, the Cabinet Secretary for Defense, Chief of Defense Forces, Governors of Uasin, Gishu, and Elgeyo Marakwet counties, Vice Chief of Defense Forces, Chief Administrative Secretary for Defense, Principal Secretary for Defense, Service Commanders, Honorable Members of Parliament, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, on behalf of the entire Recruit Training School community, allow me to welcome you to Recruit Training School and also to thank you for finding time from your busy schedule to be with us today. Your Excellency, on parade before you are new soldiers who have just taken their oath of allegiance. They will from here join various services of the Kenya Defense Forces, where they will assume their respective duties to defend the nation. May I now kindly request you to address the new soldiers and give them your wise counsel, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. Thank you. The graduates, the leadership of the Kenya Defense Forces, Governor Uasin Gishu, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure today to preside over this passing out celebrations for graduates of the Kenya Defense Forces. This ceremony marks the successful completion of a demanding and important initial training of the recruits who are today formed up in front of us. I want to extend my congratulations to you, the graduates, and indeed register my appreciation to all the trainers who have coached you, mentored you, and instructed you in the face of this COVID-19 pandemic. To all of you, congratulations for a job very well done. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know what damage coronavirus disease has done to us and indeed to the world. And this pandemic has compelled institutions the world over to change their traditions and ways of doing things by adopting a new normal. So I'm therefore delighted to learn that this institution has observed a total lockdown since the first case was reported in the country. And as a result, you have managed to avoid contracting this disease despite the large number of recruits and trainers involved. This is a clear evidence that we can contain and eliminate the spread of the virus, and which underscores that discipline is fundamental in all spheres of life. So therefore, to you, Brigadier, congratulations to you, your officers, your men, and indeed to all the graduates. Pongezi. You graduating today, this is just the beginning. From here, you will join various services, formations, and units of the Kenya Defense Forces to begin your career. And ahead of you are years of service to this great nation. I am confident that you will discharge your duties with fidelity and the known KDF precision, style, aptitude, and selflessness. And wherever your trials lead you, the link between you will never be broken. To all parents and guardians and family members watching this ceremony from your homes, we appreciate the sacrifice that you have made by giving your sons and daughters to serve their motherland. Indeed, today, I note with appreciation that several female recruits have completed the course with their male counterparts, and this is yet another manifestation of my administration's commitment to ensure equal opportunities to all, and indeed to empower our women folk. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important for these young women working alongside men to find meaning and purpose in their work. When these young men and women joined the Kenya Defense Forces from all parts of this great nation, they became one cohesive family. And together, your mission is clear: to protect our country's sovereignty and territorial integrity, defend our people, and undertake any other tasks assigned to you from time to time. We are charging you with the duty of protecting this nation from assailants and intruders, and it is important for you to appreciate that we still need to invest more effort to downgrade and degrade the Al-Shabaab terrorists so as to not only safeguard our sovereignty and territorial integrity, but also help stabilize the entire Eastern African region. The training you have undergone is to empower you with the skills necessary to solve this problem. You are in the service of justice, and you are the agents and protectors of this nation. This is your ultimate contribution to the people of Kenya, who by accepting to pay tax have sacrificed to ensure you successfully discharge your duties, and I urge you to apply yourselves in the most patriotic and professional manner at all times. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, part of my solemn duty as your Commander-in-Chief is the protection of Kenyans, their property, and the preservation of our sovereignty and territorial integrity. And it is for this reason that I laud the efforts of the Kenya Defense Forces in the fight against terrorism, as well as that of all other security agents. Our engagement in various initiatives like AMISOM, aimed at defeating terrorism, have yielded significant successes. My direct instruction to you all, therefore, is to embrace impartiality over prejudice, restore goodness and humanity, as well as let us together build this nation. You have voluntarily joined this honorable profession, and for that reason, I am confident that you will discharge your duty as is expected of you. Graduates, the dynamic security environment you will be operating in demands that you continue to sharpen your skills. Moreover, you will need to enhance your knowledge on national, regional, and international security threats. This way, you will have a much better understanding of how to operate within and without our territorial boundaries. Let me at this point note with appreciation the role that the Kenya Defense Forces has also played and continues to play in regional security stabilization, specifically, as I stated earlier, in the war against terror. While we have made good progress, it is important to note that we still have security challenges that require our attention, and I do believe that you are the right people for that job. Ladies and gentlemen, our nation takes pride in the high standard that has been the hallmark of our defense forces. Our military personnel continue to play a major role in international assignments, such as the United Nations Peace Support Operations, including the African Union and IGAD missions in various parts of the world. The continuous participation of our military in these missions reflects the confidence of the international community through the United Nations and the Security Council in particular has in our nation's defense forces. This indeed is true testimony of the high standards of our military training as well as your professionalism. As Commander-in-Chief of the Security Forces, I am proud of the high standards of the parade you recruits have displayed here today. And I, however, once again urge each and every one of you to emulate your superiors and to continue to strive to acquire further knowledge and skills so that you can effectively meet the challenges that lie ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point I would like to register my appreciation and indeed the appreciation of the people of Kenya of the fact that the Kenya Defense Forces has continued to be a symbol of our nationhood. Its organization and the symbolic relationship between its members, drawn from different communities in Kenya, living and working together as one team, is indeed inspiring, and it demonstrates that we are indeed one people and one nation. We also recognize the contribution that our defense forces continue to make to our country as a whole, especially in utilizing your skills and assets to spearhead selected strategic development projects. The rehabilitation works, for example, on the Nairobi-Nyanyuki meter gauge railway, the work done by Navy engineers in rehabilitating the Kisumu port, and the ongoing Nakuru-Kisumu line, the work that is ongoing there, are a few of such projects that the Defense Forces has executed with excellence, and for this reason, we are indeed proud of your contribution to the realization of the Vision 2030 journey. I urge all Kenyans today, and indeed all government agencies, to emulate this commitment of excellence from our Kenya Defense Forces. Further, I wish to commend all the Kenya Defense Forces for their professional conduct during operations and support to civil authority. Ladies and gentlemen, lastly, in the defense of our motherland and fulfilling our international obligations to pursue peace and security, it is important to note that we have lost some of our gallant soldiers. These losses are not in vain. Their sacrifices for freedom and our motherland strengthens our resolve, and to that end, I would like to ask you all to be upstanding for 1 minute of silence in remembrance of all those gallant officers and servicemen and women. Thank you. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, let me reiterate what I said to the graduates as new recruits to the service and as young makers of this country. Our success on national development goals that we have set for ourselves as a people depends on you, our young people. However, you must be purpose-driven. If you become a community of solution givers and problem solvers, success will inevitably follow you. This is how our international development goals, as well as our national development goals, will be realized. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, with these remarks, let me once again take this opportunity to wish each and every one of these new soldiers success in their future careers. I thank you. God bless you all. God protect you as you go about your service. And indeed, may God continue blessing this great nation of Kenya. Asanteni sana. Thank you.
Kwa heshima sote tusimame tafadhali kwa kipindi cha heko kwa rais.
His Excellency the President. Hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip. Hooray! Declare President.
Mkuu wa gwaride hivi sasa anajongea kupaka kuweza kuomba idhini ya kuondoa gwaride hii ya askari ama wanajeshi wapya uwanjani. Asanteni kwa heshima za kuketi tafadhali. Wakiwa na nyosho tena hivi sasa, parade RSM wakiwa tayari katika vikundi vidogo vidogo kuweza kuondoka uwanjani.
To your duties! Fire the left! Quick march!
Basi ulivyosikia ni to your duties by the left, quick march, ya kwamba hawa hivi sasa wameshakuwa wanajeshi wetu rasmi katika majeshi yetu ya ulinzi ya Kenya, wanapoondoka kuweza kwenda kujiunga na vikosi mbalimbali vya majeshi yetu ya ulinzi ya Kenya. Ni mengi walioweza kuyapitia walipokuwa katika mafunzo yao, ikiwa ni pamoja na mazoezi makali ya kijeshi kuanzia asubuhi na mapema, kutembea kilomita nyingi tu wakiwa wamebeba zana zao na mizigo mizito ya kijeshi, kupita katika milima na mabonde, kwenye changarawe na mawe, maeneo yaliyo na miba, kupita katikati ya wanyama wakali. Lakini Mwenyezi Mungu amewalinda hadi siku ya leo. Wanajeshi wetu hawa wapya wanafuzu rasmi kwa wanajeshi wetu wa majeshi yote ya ulinzi ya Kenya. Kiendelea kushukuru pia na kuwapongeza wote waliohusika katika kuwapa mafunzo makali ya kijeshi, wakiongozwa na mkuu wa chuo hiki Brigedia Rigathi, naibu wake Kanali Meshakikishoyan, wakuu wa divisheni Simba, Chui na Nyati, na hali kadhalika afisa wote wakuu katika makao makuu ya chuo hiki cha kurutu wa majeshi ya ulinzi ya Kenya. Tunaendelea kuwatakia kila la kheri wanapoenda kujiunga na vikosi mbalimbali vya majeshi yetu ya ulinzi ya Kenya, jeshi la nchi kavu, jeshi la wanahewa na jeshi la wanamaji. Tunashukuru madaktari wa chuo hiki wakiongozwa na Kanali Daktari Dalia, madaktari wote kwa ujumla ambao walihakikisha kwamba afya za wanajeshi hao wapya zimekuwa za kufana kabisa. Washukuru pia viongozi wetu wa kiroho ambao kila kuchao wamekuwa wakiwapa mawaidha ya kiroho, maimam, reverend na hali kadhalika mafadha. Na kuwashukuru wote waliohusika katika maslahi yao, kuhakikisha wanapata mavazi, vyakula na hali kadhalika silaha zao zote, mazana kwa ujumla wanazohitaji wakati wa mafunzo yao. Washukuru pia wazee ama wote wanaohusika na nidhamu katika majeshi yetu ya ulinzi ya Kenya. Defense Forces Sergeant Major, Warrant Officer 1 Elijah Koranga, Kenya Army Sergeant Major, Warrant Officer 1 Hamoud Said Abdallah, OGW, Kenya Air Force Sergeant Major, Warrant Officer 1 Dennis Talengo Namunyu, OGW, hali kadhalika Kenya Navy Sergeant Major, Warrant Officer 1 Omar Saidi Bwana, RCM wa chuo hiki, Warrant Officer 1 Kariuki, na wote kwa ujumla ambao wamekuwa wakiwapa mawaidha wanajeshi wetu hawa wapya. Tunazidi kuendelea kuwapongeza kwa kuweza kukamilisha mafunzo yao katika chuo hiki, kupita kwenye matope, wakati wa mvua, wakati wa jua kali, kwenye vumbi kali, na kuweza kufuzu siku ya leo rasmi kuwa mwanajeshi ama wanajeshi wa majeshi yetu ya ulinzi ya Kenya. Na kuwashukuru na kuwapongeza pia wakufunzi wa chuo hiki kila kuchao kuhakikisha kwamba wanajeshi hao wapya wameweza kupata mafunzo yanayostahili mwanajeshi wa kisasa. tunaendelea kuwatakia kila laheri popote pale wanajeshi wetu hawa wapya watakapo kuwepo. Mungu apate kuweza kuwa pamoja nao katika shughuli zao zote na kupata kuendelea kulinda taifa letu. Kama vile ulivyoweza kusikia, imekuwa ni safari ndefu tangu walipojiunga na chuo hiki hadi siku ya leo. Mwenyezi Mungu amewajalia kuweza kufuzu salama. Siku ya leo imekuwa ni siku ya historia katika maisha yao, kwani hivi sasa maisha yao yameshabadilika tangu kuweza kuwa raia na hatimaye hivi sasa kuweza kuwa wanajeshi katika majeshi yetu ya ulinzi ya Kenya. bendi zetu za majeshi ya ulinzi ya Kenya, Mheshimiwa Rais, wakiondoka pia nao uwanjani. Chini yake Luteni Kanali Martin Makadia na Mboka, Senior Drum Major akiwa ni Warrant Officer wa Lucas Ofoth. Nichukue nafasi hii kupata kuwafahamisha Order of March. Kwanza kwa Scout, pili Ceremonial Vehicle ikiwa imebeba Service Commanders, tatu msafara wa rais ukiongozwa na pikipiki zetu ama pikipiki za rais, tano Presidential Security, sita Cabinet Secretary of Defense, saba.
You have been watching
Assistant
the pass-out parade
Cabinet Secretary of Defense
of the Kenya Defence Forces from the Recruits Training College and the barracks in Eldoret. This training has been conducted over the last 8 months, and the young Kenyan men and women in uniform will be joining their colleagues in protecting the country. President Uhuru Kenyatta, in leading this exercise, has implored on the Kenya Defence Forces to remain steadfast in protecting Kenyan territories, both from domestic and foreign insurgency. The training of the Kenya Defence Forces is anchored upon 5 pillars, among them good citizenship, good soldiering, professionalism, traditional and cultural values, as well as resettlement. This live broadcast has been brought to you by the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation in conjunction with the Kenya Defence Forces. My name is Edward Kabasa, live from Eldoret.